What is up? I don't know if anybody's going to be able to join me today or not, but just going to do a really super chill live stream. Got a collection from a friend that I am going to price out basically. So wasn't given this collection, but this coworker wants me to figure out what it's worth and wants to see if I'm interested in buying it. I think I am, but I want to price out what it's worth and then give him an offer. So I was just going to go through those cards today. Thought maybe you guys might be interested. It's always kind of fun to uncover an old vintage collection and see what's in there, see what hidden gems there might be. He gave me a box of like stacked cards, which let me switch my camera here. Yeah, he gave me this box of stacked cards in here, which starts with an Ancient Mew, and I've leafed through it a little bit, but I won't ruin any of the surprise. So we're going to go through all of that and basically just get an idea for what's in there. I'm going to try to price the hollows out condition-wise and, what they're worth. And then there's a whole binder here, too, I got on the floor with commons, uncommons, some rares, bunch of energies, stuff like that. So it should be pretty fun, I think. I'm going to share my screen. So we're going to do, where's the screen I'm looking for? Here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and just make a little template here to track like what's going on. So this is going to be the hollows. We'll track them separately, and we'll do card name, probably do number too, actually. Card number, card name, set. Condition's going to be pretty important. I'll try to stick to kind of more TCG player-esque conditioning as best as I can. And then price, and this, I guess, would be market price. We'll say that. TCG player. For like a lot of the commons and uncommons, I don't know if I'll get to them today or not. We'll see how fast this goes, but probably going to mainly just pick a few of those, get a rough price, and then multiply it by the quantity or something like that. So yeah. And then maybe a section for notes too, but nothing too crazy here. Hope if anyone tunes in or watches this later, hope you guys are having a great day. Let's see. We'll freeze up to road number 2, and this is going to be bolded. We can actually copy that, paste that here. And I might do a little background too, just to keep it. I'll just do this. All right, so let's see what we got first. This is actually going to be kind of fun. Kind of excited to see what we have in here. Looks like the first card, let me switch to my other camera here. All right, the first card is an Ancient Mew, which, man, these things have really blown up lately. Fortunately, this one's got a crease right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's also, the corner is peeling right there. So this one, and the corner is peeling too. So this one, unfortunately, is in damaged condition, I would say. But, honestly, even damaged condition Ancient Mew, I bet, is probably worth a pretty good amount. So let's check TCG player here. I'm actually curious. I haven't priced. I think near mint Ancient Mews are like $70 right now. So I am kind of curious what these might be. Looks like I got one person viewing with me. Thanks for whoever stopped by. Feel free to drop something in the chat. Would love to hear from you. Wow, damaged hollow foil is still worth $23, huh? That's kind of amazing. So 2308. That's kind of fun. So $23.08. I did not realize that the Ancient Mew was going for that much these days. I don't even think this card has a number, to be honest with you guys. So we'll just put Ancient Mew Watsy promo. Condition damage. What's up, Rain Collects? So glad to have you here. How's your Saturday going? You having a good Saturday? I hope you are. Let's see. Let me find a better. What's a good view for this? Maybe this. I think this might be a better view. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to temporarily add columns to this so that both of them will show up easy. Actually, hold on. Got an idea. Let's swap the order of these. Nope, that still didn't work. Always figuring out technology. What's the best way to present this stuff? Half screen, showtime. No, I think we want probably this one, but I just need to make. Not too bad. Played about 4 hours of Pal World. Oh, that's cool. That's fun. You know, to be honest, I've really been meaning to try Pal World. It honestly looks like such a fun game. I love shooter games too. So Pokemon with guns sounds super fun to me. What's been your experience with Pal World? Have you had a good time with it? Ancient Mew. Yeah, right. Ancient Mew is such a good card. Even in damage, I'm surprised to see $23 for a damaged Ancient Mew. That is really surprising. Next up, a super cooked Articuno. By the way, they're not all going to be super cooked. I did notice some of these are decent, but yeah, this guy's way cooked. I'm curious, would you put this as damaged or heavy play? I feel like at this point it's kind of both. So we got card number 17, Articuno from Fossil, of course. And I should just leave this here so people can see. I think I'm just going to call this damaged. But yeah, if we go to Articuno, I think there are some pretty sweet cards coming up here that will be a lot better. So yeah, see, this is actually only $2. So something like this probably wasn't really worth my time of like, pricing in individually, but live and learn a little bit. This one's cool. Y'all know how much I love the gym holos, and this one's actually in nice shape. Like, it's like light play, I would say. A little something right there. Maybe there's like a lip there on the edge there, but I'd still say light play. The holo's nice, pretty nice on it. There's some light scratches all across it. It's hard to see camera, but looks pretty good. Let's see what you say. I love the pre-grade. Yeah, well, actually, I'm not pre-grading so much as I am. Like, I have a coworker who they wanted to see what their collection. Well, they want to sell their collection, and so I'm pricing it out basically, and then going to make him an offer. So I'm going through like a lot of the big cards right now. He separated them out and put them in a little box here that I'm going through, which is kind of fun. So going through those, kind of going to be cool to see what's in here. And then I'll probably make him an offer at like some percentage of market, basically. Only like $30 for Power World. That's awesome. I got to look into that, honestly. Yeah, it's a decent sized collection, like I said. So these are going to be probably the holos are probably up here in the front, and then you're going to start to get to like rares, maybe like non-holo rares and things like that in the back here. And then there's a big binder down here off to the right of me. That's pretty good size binder that's full of all the rest of the commons, uncommons. It looks like it's a lot of like base set, jungle, fossil, Neo, Gym, and then a tiny bit of E-series in there too, which is pretty cool. So I'm pretty excited about it. But yeah, this is a cool card, Eric's Fable. I'm getting distracted. I'm not very good at multitasking here. 3 Erica's Clefable. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Hollow. And this is going to be Gym Hero, excuse me, not Challenge. And let's say Light Play. Erica's Clefable. Like I said, for the more common cards, I won't even price them out separate. I'll just price them, as bulk, basically. $26.55. $26.55. So yeah, I think the card shop offered him like really, really super low balled him. It was like the only one to give him like $200 or something like that. So he's like, I'll just wait. But yeah, this Delabird's cool too. I actually don't have this one yet. I remember seeing this recently at my local card shop. I think it was pretty aggressively beat up. This one's it's got like a little bit of an indent there. It's got an ink stain, which unfortunately knocks it to damage. Otherwise, I'd say it's kind of in that like mod play plus, like light play minus, probably more mod play. But with the ink stain, I think I'd probably give it damaged, unfortunately. Just too bad. Too bad. So, Delibird. Yeah, pretty chill stream though today, guys. Nothing crazy, not talking about any fancy stuff, but happy to chat with you guys, whatever you want to talk about. Just thought it might be kind of fun to go live while I do this. People can come in and out as they will. Wow, $14.64 for Delibird in damaged condition. I'm really surprised by that, honestly. It's amazing how some of these cards, they get so old. And actually, was that one? Yeah, that was number 5. They get so old that it kind of shocks you what some of the prices are nowadays. If I can type today, I need to say hollow. Well, these are all hollows. What am I saying? This is actually, I'm going to do another spot down here for non-hollow rares. And we'll move Articuno down there. And we'll address that in a bit. But yeah, so we've got Delibird. I am actually slowly working on Neo, the Neo sets right now. I don't know why this Google keeps wanting to go over there, but keeps wanting to move the frame. But yeah, I'm actually working on Neo already. I would like to master all of them. I don't know if I'm going to be able to master all of the Shinings, though. Good grief, those things have gotten crazy expensive. So yeah, $14.64. Like I said, I'm going to basically just end up offering them like a percentage later. So yo, Pokeball. Happy Saturday. About to watch the Broncos. Nice. Broncos. Enjoy, man. Have a good time at the game. Yeah, this is a super, super chill live, Deej. No pressure to come in or out. I just thought, hey, while I'm checking out this old collection for my coworker and pricing it out, if anybody wants to swing in and just say hello, thought it was kind of fun to go live. But I hope your Broncos games goes well. Rain, what did you say here? I had a courier deliver some big cards for me today. Ooh, Shadowless Ninetales, Legendary Hollow Ninetales, Base Set 2 Ninetales, Light Ninetales First Edition, and Unlimited, all are near mint. Rain, congratulations. That's huge. That's so cool. I wish I could see the pictures of those, honestly. That's awesome. Legendary Hollow Ninetales 2. Did you get the normal hollow or the fireworks hollow on that one? I'm curious about that. Shadowless is super big. I'm in a constant sweat state. Must be a tight game, huh, Deej? Is it close? Is it pretty close? All right. Then we got these Mews. I do love these Mew promos. It's really funny. I bought a bunch of these recently, but yeah, there's a bunch of like gunk on it, unfortunately, and some wrinkles there. I'd say heavy play for this guy. So this is probably like a $2 card would be my guess. And of course, he didn't give any of me he didn't give any of these cards to me in sleeves. He does have like the old school plastic sleeves for like the ring binder. Mew. Watsy, maybe? Yeah. Here we go. Number 8. Damaged. Wow. Damage is actually what? Has that really gone up that much? I might have to look at a heavy play. There's so little volume. Heavy play. Yeah, I guess it's I don't know. It's either damaged or heavy play. I think in this case I'm gonna say like 486. I don't know. It's not a card that I want to pay much for, to be honest with you, because it's just like it's easy actually to get on eBay and find some that are better condition. 485. We'll say number 8, Mew Watsy promo. Care about the Broncos more than you should, huh, Deej? Been in the state for about 2 days. So just super panicked. I gotcha. So Reigns, you already have the reverse. That's awesome. So you already have the firework reverse of Ninetales. That's fantastic. English Ninetales species set. That's so cool. You doing like its own binder for it, or like is it a subset within a binder? The Error Black background base set Ninetales. What? Black background? I've never heard of this, Deej. That's legit. I think Rain, are you talking about the pic of the Black Ninetales? That would be Deej. Deej, you have an Instagram, man? I know Rain follows me on Instagram, although I hardly ever post there. I really should post more. This one is probably heavy play, I would say, to this guy. But these are pretty heavily worn Mews. There's 2 copies of that bad boy. I'm just going to copy and paste this, but do this one as like heavy play. Ugh. What's up, Mick Lee? How you doing? Black Flames. That's really cool, man. Black Flames. Oh my gosh. All right, we got to look this up. Y'all are making me want to look this up. Black Flames Ninetales. Let's see what that pulls up. Let's see. Error. Let's see what that finds. What else would I look for? Hey, see you, Deej. Black background, base set Ninetales. So let's see. Base Ninetales, black. Maybe black frame, it looks like. I'm not really seeing it. Are you guys? Huh. I don't know. Black Flame. I guess they're calling this Black Flame. I guess there's black back here. Whereas what's the normal Ninetales looking like now that I think about it? Ninetales base. Oh, okay. So the normal one is just blue all back there, but this one's black. Okay, gotcha. Okay, that's interesting. That's pretty fun. You might have to collect that one for your master set there, Rain. You have to know what to look for, Mick Lee. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm going to be on the lookout for that though in the future. I am such a sucker for Alakazam base set, man. I love this card. Love this card. This one does have a crease there, quite a bit of wear. I don't know whether to put this as heavy play or mod play. I think probably heavy play. What do you guys think? I'd love you guys' opinion in the chat. It's got that little crease there on the back. There's quite a bit of wear. I know sometimes mod play can have a crease. I don't want to be like, too harsh to him and give him a fair price. But at the same time too, like once the card condition starts going down, like the liquidity goes down too, all that kind of stuff. Let's see. Number 1, Alakazam base And I almost want to say heavy play, maybe heavy play plus, mod play minus, maybe. So Mickley, just to bring you up to speed, a coworker of mine is selling these cards. So I'm like pricing them out, looking through them, conditioning them, and then going to give him an offer for his collection. So this is like a big stack of, there's like hollows and then like rares. There's some e-reader stuff back here, but nothing too crazy, I don't think. But I do know there's a base set Charizard in here, which is pretty wild. And then he's got a big binder of like commons and uncommons as well. I'm pretty harsh. That's mild play and yeah, I think that's fair. That's probably moderate play. I think that's a good point, Rain. It's always hard. I always feel like once there's a crease, I always want to kind of like, I don't know, crease cards can be tough, especially if you end up selling them. Like some of these I'd probably keep, some of these I'd sell. And I don't like to sell people creased cards and then be disappointed, if that makes sense. So yeah, tricky. It's always tricky. Like mod play price is 24.67, whereas heavy play is 14.58. I'm gonna kind of cut it in the middle, I think, because again, I don't feel like I would probably sell this as mod play. I'm gonna do that. Heavy play minus, mod play plus. We'll do 20. Crease makes me hesitant to give it to mod play pricing, which is 25. The front, it looks, I would say that's true. That's a very good point. The front does look pretty good. There is like a good amount of like light olive oil scuffs, but nothing like too insane, I guess. So yeah, I think you're right. I mean, if you're looking at the overall condition, the crease doesn't go all the way through. It looks like the crease is. See, yeah, Mick Lee's saying heavy play. Like that's kind of where I almost lean just because of this and this. You know what I mean? Like I usually once I start to see creases, I don't know. It's tricky. I've spent too much time on this one, but I think honestly, that probably wouldn't sell as well on eBay as it would TCG player. I think I probably will do heavy play, but I'll give him a little bit better. Well, yeah, I'll just do the 15. All right, what do we got next? Magneton. This one's got a lot of like micro scratching all over the surface there, but the light hollow foils always show wear worse, you know. But yeah, I don't know. This is probably more mod play, I'd say. It's definitely too much to be light play. Definitely too much. Maybe some people would say heavy play. I'd probably say mod play on this one, the Magneton. Let's see what Magneton's going for these days. What are you doing this fine Saturday, Mick Lee? Anything fun? That's shadowless. We don't want the shadowless ones. Where's the non-shadowless? Here it is. Looks like 684. 684. This is going to be a number 9 Magneton. You think this one's heavy play too? Oh, no, hold on. That's still the old message from you. Ooh, Kingdra. I do love this hollow. This crease is really unfortunate, especially it's in a really bad spot. You know, that's too bad. Definitely have to give this one damage. With the family building Legos, dude. You don't like Legos? Fun sarcasm? You're not enjoying the Legos? Oh, I loved Legos growing up. That was like my main toy, the main thing that I would probably do with my time, honestly. as a kid was build Legos. Still love them to this day. Definitely don't really build with them very often, but I like built some Legos, I don't know, a few months ago, a little bit. And I was like, man, I forgot how fun this is. What kind of set are you guys building? Or are you just playing with random ones? Damaged is 480. This is number, what is this? Number 8. I can't even see that. Number 8. Kingdra. This is Neogenesis. And damage. What the heck did I save for the price? I can't even remember stuff. 480. It's cool. I love seeing Neo Hollows, honestly. I'm a big sucker for Neo. I need to get this out of the way so I can. I'm going to move this right now. I have 2 keyboards because my gaming computer is up here too, and I use the other keyboard for the gaming computer. All right. I'm not a Legos fan. I am a fan of Sleep. Yes, Sleep is always great. He's building a parrot. Oh, that sounds fun. Like one of those models where it's just like animals and flowers, and Legos really leaned a lot into that. When I was a kid, everything was like cars and trucks and trains and buildings and all kinds of stuff. This is actually a really big hollow to me. I actually need this one in my collection. This is probably a little worse condition than I was going to put in my collection, but this is great. I can clean that little gunk up lightly. What do we got here? I just feel like it's, I don't know, the surface to me has all of that like just wear that makes it just not feel light play, but maybe this is light play. I'd probably say light play minus, mod play plus. The edge is kind of up there. Yeah. Kind of tricky on this one. I want to be fair to him because I know this is an expensive card. Let's see what we got here. Let's look at the prices. That Kingdra is nice. What's the number on the card? So Kingdra is number 8 here. The problem with the Kingdra is it's got a big old crease running right down the hollow, which is like the worst place for a crease. If it was somewhere else, it would really help the value of this card. But unfortunately, big old crease down the hollow. Yeah, this Gyarados is dope. The front of it actually looks really nice. The back is just where it gets the wear. But I'll probably end up putting this one in my master set because I still need Misty's Gyarados for my gym challenge. So this is, I love seeing hollows like this. Gyarados. Does anybody else have a hard time typing Gyarados? Like I always feel like I struggle to type Gyarados. So let's compare. Let's see. Okay, worst case mod play is looking like it's 63.43. Light play is 82. So I know I've seen light play copies that are nicer than this, especially on eBay. It does seem a little nicer than some mod play though. So maybe 70, maybe split the difference, 72 or something like that. What is that? 82 to 63. So like maybe 72. It's probably the offering. It's a little too rough on back for LP, but nicer than most MP. And MP, I think, was like 83. I'm trying to be very fair on these bigger cards, so I'll spend a little bit more time on them. No, sorry. Light play was 83. MP was like 63 or something like that. So, yeah, maybe 72. 13. Because some of this is like you want to give them a fair value, give them a percentage, but also some of it is too like if I was going to go hunt for this card, can I find one of a similar value? TCG player is a little tricky. It's good for fast conditioning, but it's not necessarily where you're going to get the best deal. Like a lot of times I shop eBay for these hollows. So let's see. I'm going to say LP minus MP plus, something like that. As long as no dents, bends, Whole scratches. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of hollow scratching. I can see it here. The camera's not picking it up, but there's light hollow scratching, scuffing on it. This card doesn't have as much hollow as others, so it tends to make it look better too, which is good. But overall, it's a nice card. Um, there is that gunk there. There's that little there's wear on the edges that would be more like light play wear. It's really when I start to look at like the surface that I start to see a lot of like stuff on it that makes me feel. I personally probably, I don't know how I'd sell this. I always struggle with these old ones because like sometimes when they're on the line like that, it's tough. Maybe I'll be a little bit more generous to them. Give them 75, value 75 for that. It is a nice card. Don't want to be too harsh. Poliwrath base set 2. This one's probably not worth much because it's base set 2, but Hollow's nice. There's this, upper gunk up there. It looks dirty. It's got like that dirty look like it's set in the old, and the back looks dirty too. I'd say mod play. It's like borderline heavy play to be honest, but probably mod play. Probably mod play. What else you got? What are you doing, Rain, on your Saturday? I don't know if I got to ask you that. I know you said you got some new cards in. Where was I? 15. This is Poliwrath Hollow base 2. Poliwrath Wrath base 2. Condition. So light play is $8. Mod play is $5.60. I'll just round it up to $6 for him. Mod play $6. I didn't think that would be worth that much. Base set 2 never is. Hey, speaking of Ninetales, Rain, check this one out. We got a Ninetales base 2. Probably not as nice as the one you bought. It sounds like you bought near mint. This one looks like it's got gunk on the front again. Relax. So Rains, you're relaxing, eating leftovers, and watching this. Pretty lazy day. I love lazy days, honestly. You know what I mean? My day's kind of lazy. I'm just sitting here going through these cards. Yeah, I gotta make this one heavy play. The surface just has that super heavy play feel to me. Sometimes it's hard to capture on camera, but you see it in person, you're like, yeah, that's pretty worn. Ninetales hollow. Oh, I don't know why I keep saying hollow. I know these are all hollows. And this is gonna be base 2, and I'm gonna say heavy play. Base 2. Yeah, kind of fun to go through a collection. I probably need to be going a little faster through these, but 667. Okay. All right. Hypno. It's always good to see some fossil in there. Holofoil's got some scratches, but there's like little scuffs too, like you see right there where it shows through the body of the card. Back. Probably mod play on this one. Probably mod play. I do love going to these old vintage cards though. It's just fun. It's like a treasure trove. Hypno fossil. Hollow rare. If we do mod play, $10.50. That's incredible that it's worth that much. 8 hypno fossil mod play. 8. What did I say? 850? 1050. 1050. Sent a pic of my nine tails I got to your IG. You okay? Would you be okay if I pulled up my IG on this stream? Would that to look at the picture you sent me, or would you rather me look at that privately? Let me know, Rain, and I'm gonna pull it up here. But if you feel comfortable with it, I'll throw it on the live stream here. If not, no worries. Yeah, vintage is having a surge, which kind of makes me a little nervous, like to buy all these like literally at the top, especially like a good chunk of these I'll want to sell. But these stupid texts where they want to verify. I get tired of the two-factor authentication text, like just to get into your Instagram on the computer. It's like, give me a break. Okay, so you said sure. I'm gonna move this over here. Not now. Come on. What the heck? I wonder why. This is really annoying. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to pull up my Instagram here, but the it's wanting to pull up my like personal account, not my Pokeball cards account. I'm like, what the heck? How do I switch? I wonder if what account I used for that. There it is. There it is. All right. Now I just got to pull it up here. Messages. All right. Let me share that screen. Stop sharing. Share with this one. Let's go. Look how cool that is. That's awesome. Can I zoom? Let me see if I can zoom in here, actually. Let me try doing this. Share screen. I don't know, to be honest. That's okay. Technology, guys. Technology. Anyway, there we go. There we go. Cool. I love that light Ninetales. Holy cow, that's so nice. I need that card actually for my Neo series. And honestly, that Legendary Collection one's beautiful. The Legendary Collection one actually almost looks like it's got that black background that we were talking about. I wonder if they changed the background for the Legendary Collections, or I wonder if it has a similar error. And then the Shadowless, dang, these are sick. Congratulations, Rain. These are really nice pickups. I think art-wise, that Light Ninetales though is so nice. It's kind of cool too how it's like so bright and airy and light amidst a dark background. It's like it's bringing the light, so to speak. That's really cool. Thanks for sharing. Thank you for sharing. All right, where was I? Switch back to this guy here. I don't know why my phone is. There we go. Come on, let's get the phone to resume here. I think what I might have to do is switch back to me and then switch back to the camera. Okay, there we go. Yeah, those are way cool. Congratulations on that. Those are big pickups, really big pickups. Oh, this is a big one, guys. Love this Blaine's Moltres. Front looks really nice, actually. Front looks really nice. Back definitely has some play. I'd say light play on this one. Yeah, this is definitely light play. That's a nice card. If the back didn't have that play, the front was definitely like in the near mint category for sure. But that's beautiful. I love these gem cards so much. just always so fun. And I think between the two, Gym Heroes is probably my favorite of the two. It's got the Lieutenant Surge's Firo and it's got the Erica's Dragonair, and it's just too good. Sabrina's Gengar, Blaine's Moltres. Isn't that a nice Moltres? It's so nice, right, Rain? It's just good. It's a good one. So this is like a beautiful binder copy too, because it's the front looks really nice. Light play. Whoa, that cannot. Okay, that's got to be first, right? There's no way that's $63. Are you serious? When did this card become 63? I did not pay 63 for my copy. I think I paid like $35 a year ago. That's crazy. This card's like doubled. Is it doubled in the year? Oh, wow. Yeah, I was paying back here, but I like got it for cheaper on eBay, I think. And then it's gone up. I'm gonna flip these back, by the way. I'm kind of annoyed by the order. There we go. Wow, this card's really surged this year, hasn't it? That's crazy. Okay, so 63, 64. Dang. That was surprising. I did not realize that this card had gotten so expensive. This is kind of fun too, because I don't often like track vintage card prices all the time. Look at that beautiful swirl on this Clefairy. That's nice. There's a lot of light hollow full scratching. It's hard to pick up on the camera, to be honest. There we go. You can kind of see it. See that? See how it's just like all over the front. I think because of the concentration of that scratching and then just the wear of this back surface, I got to give this one mod play. I wouldn't sell this to somebody as light play. I'd feel bad. Wow, I'm still really surprised how much some of these have gone up, even just in a year. It's kind of crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, get rid of the unlimited there, and looks like mod play is going to be 603. Let's see, base 2, mod play. Was the photo correct? Showed first edition. Wait. Which one? On. So, wait a minute. Hold on. Blaine's Moltres. Let's double check that. I thought I selected unlimited, but let's just double check that I did get unlimited and not. Printing was unlimited. Yeah, I don't think the photo updates. That's what it is. But yeah, I am on the unlimited. I think what is the first edition going for? First edition is going for, wow, 182. Yeah, so I definitely had the unlimited, which is good. So yeah, thank you for checking though for me. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Good to have somebody checking me. Pincer. This poor guy's seeing a lot of love. I noticed that all the base set stuff, like he was probably younger then as a kid, so probably just didn't take as good a care of him. Probably was pulling him in and out a lot, playing with them. And then you can tell like the later stuff, like the gym, he's an older kid, so he's going to take care of it. It really just makes a lot of sense. Yeah, this one I gotta say heavy play. The hollow is just like absolutely ravaged. There's dots all over it and everything. But yeah, fun stuff. Kind of cool too that they're not in order. You never really know what you're going to pull out of this box, which is fun. So yeah, heavy play unlimited is still 847. That's incredible. Very surprised by that. 9. This is Pincer, Jungle, heavy play. What was the price again? 847. Okay, I just want to make sure the number was right on that. 847. Really surprised by that price, to be honest. That seems high for something heavy play. That's crazy. Crazy. Ooh, this is a cool one. Heracross. Oh, that's awesome. There's a good amount of hollow foil scratching, a lot of like small ones, but it does look pretty nice though from the front. Right now, this is saying light play to me. In the back, yeah, probably. There's this little lip raised right there at the bottom. I think I would probably split the difference between light play and mod play on this because of the lip. So Mick Lee, you're saying I seeing Pokemon cards coming back up in value. I agree. I think they've all like rebounded pretty hard. Everything's going up right now. I don't know where everybody's getting all their money. You think everybody would have run out of money this last year? But you asked too, do I collect One Piece? I do not collect One Piece. I never really got into One Piece. I did watch the live action show. I kind of tried to start watching the anime, and I don't know, I couldn't get into it. I think it probably would take a lot of like episodes to enjoy it. But do you collect One Piece? I'd be curious to hear about that. Okay, so mod play is 1622, light play is 22. So I'd probably offer him, maybe we'll say 19. Let's say 19 because I'm going to say this is light play minus, mod play plus. Back bottom edge curling up. 6 Heracross. Neo Genesis. I do need this one actually too for my master set. So that's cool. But yeah. Yeah, it'll be a nice binder copy. Okay, here we go. Here's the big boy, the base set Charizard. I got to price this one very carefully. So, or condition this, I should say. So there are a lot of minor hollow foil scuffs all over it. There's like a little black spot there. And there's a lot of just that general where you see the scuffs on the card surface. So it's like coming through. You can see there's hollow foil underneath. So decently played. Quite a bit of white edges there. A good spot there. This feels worse than light play to me, but I've definitely seen mod play worse than this. So this is a tough one where it's kind of sandwiched between the two. But yeah, that's a big card, guys. Big card. It's kind of crazy how much base set Charizard's gone up. Dang. Okay. Let me sleeve this real quick. It's kind of crazy that this got handed to me just in a box with no sleeve on it. It just goes to show the kind of person I'm buying from. It was just something he had when he was a kid and he doesn't really know much about it now. So I guess he's lucky that I'm trying to be pretty honest because I'm breaking this all down for him. Otherwise, somebody would have probably just taken advantage of him. I'll give you $300 for the whole thing. He probably would have been happy with that too, but it just doesn't seem right to me. So, okay. So I want to see what's mod play price. Why is it showing near mint on the chart? The chart is not updating. Why is the chart not updating? That's probably the problem. There we go. Okay, mod play is 286 and light play is 387. Yikes, that's $100 difference. That's a pretty significant. I was hoping they'd be kind of closer together so that it wouldn't be so hard to figure out how to position this. Like this corner here, I just don't think I can give this light play with this corner too. Here, let me get it to show. Come on, phone. It's hard to show, but like the corner has been hit and is kind of like bent up slightly. And this is probably one that I'll just sell So I don't want people getting pissed at me for like selling them a card that's too bad. I think I've got to make this like Mod Play Plus, probably with a photo. For this one, I think I might actually look at like what some of the listings are right now under Mod Play. Like, just people maybe listing. What is going on? Here we go. Some Mod Play. So this is like 290. What's this one? That's a horrible picture. You can't even hardly read it. That looks like almost heavy play to me. But it's such a bad picture, it's hard to see. Let's see this one. This one's selling for 300. Is that a lip up on that, or what's going on with that? Some of these pictures are so bad. That almost looks kind of wrinkly there, but this one doesn't have much white. It could have a lot of white. They put a white background, which is horrible for pictures, conditioning pictures. Let's see what else is there. I think maybe so. Mod play is 284. Light play is 386. There's some mod plays with pictures selling for 300. Maybe I should price it at 300. 295, 300. Yeah. This one's tough. Okay, let's do this. Charizard base. This is like Mod Play Plus. I don't know. I don't feel like I could sell this light play personally. Some people would, but I don't think it's light play. Would it be mod play due to the front hollows peeking out? See, I think that's a great point, McLee. You're right. Like, there is a lot of front hollow peeking out throughout the surface, which I agree is not a light play characteristic. You might see like a couple little spots on a light play one, but not where like the whole entire front surface has that. I think I just got to give this mod play. I think I do. So I'm going to write 285 to 300 and think on it. I might have to go. I'll probably talk with him too on this one, because this is like going to be the highest value card probably here. So we'll have to have a conversation about that. Oh, but we are not done with the bangers apparently, because look at this. We got a Blastoise haul. Oh, and an Entei apparently. I'll do the Entei here in a second. Grabbed two. We got a Blastoise hollow. This one is cooked a lot more than the Charizard. You can't really see it very well. But yeah, lots of scuffing all over the front. Like tons down here. Like really bad. Yeah, this is definitely heavy play in my opinion. It's hard. It looks better in the video, frankly, than it does in person. And there's also a bend down there in that corner right there. Definitely heavy play. What if you did 285 with best offer option? Yeah, I could sell the Charizard on eBay. But what I'm trying to figure out is the pricing. Like, what are these all worth? And then what offer am I going to give him? And I'm going to show him what they're worth, like market price. So I want to be fair with my market pricing is what I'm trying to do. And then I can show him what my offer is. And I've explained to him like, hey, like even if you sell yourself, you're going to pay 15% in fees plus shipping. You already have to have an established account. There's the time it takes to go through all this stuff and everything. So he understands. He's not expecting market price, but I want to use it as like a baseline, if that makes sense. And then, yeah, for the ones that I sell, like that Charizard, I'll need to factor in that I can actually, like, if I have to lower the price, like I can still make a little margin there or something, Blastoise. Let's see. Shadowless. Base set. This one is unfortunately heavy play. Wow, heavy play is still 47.10. That is crazy to me. Crazy. $47.10 for number 2 Blastoise. This is a lot of fun for me though, guys. I don't get a lot of people approaching me with their collections, so it's cool to have this happen and be able to go through these and just kind of see what's there, you know. Entei, this one is unfortunately damaged. Such a cool Black Star promo, though, you know. Such a cool one. Very, very cooked. Very cooked. But yeah, damaged for sure. Unfortunately. What's Entei going for? I think Watsy is what they classify these as. Watsy promos. Damaged is $4.99 and heavy play is $5.46. So yeah, $4.99 basically. For Entei Watsy promo. This is gonna be damaged and $4.99. What are you guys collecting right now? I'm curious. What's like what are you working on? You're working on master sets? Is there certain, obviously Rain, I know you're working on your Nine Tails master set, but what else are you working on? Lieutenant Surge. Oh, love seeing these gym hollows. Lots of hollow foil scuffing on the front, like really bad actually, even though here it kind of looks nice, but then when you get close, you're like, bummer. And lots of wear on the back. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely mod play at best, but honestly, it might be kind of heavy play with like how just the surface is looking. I don't know. Torn on this one. Torn on this one. Probably. Let's see what the prices of the two of them are. It's hard when you feel like something falls between pricing bands, especially if it's something you're going to sell. I don't remember now. Let me check my master set. Do I need Lieutenant Surge Hollow? I can't remember if I picked him up recently or not. Lieutenant Surge. I actually do need him. I was going to get more of like a near mint to light play copy than this, but maybe I'll just roll with this. Going through stacks of cards for grading. Sweet. Some to BGS, PSA, CGC tag. Interesting. So you kind of optimize then, it sounds like. Sounds like you're sending to a variety of places. I really am curious about that because I've never submitted to CGC tag or BGS. I've just been a longtime PSA guy. So I'd love to hear any tips on what makes you decide to submit to who. Are you doing BGS mainly for Black Label? Or is there like certain things, features that you look for that make you want to send to one or the other? I'm curious to hear about that. All right, Lieutenant Surge. Heavy plate is $9.98 and mod play is $20.52. I hate when the gap is that big. I think this is probably closer to mod play, but I'd give it like maybe like mod play minus. I don't know. That's tough. Look at that back. There's just so much. It's not like just edge wear. It's like there's just wear across the entire back surface, almost like a kid was rubbing it up and down on a table. You know what I mean? I can't. I just don't think I can do mod play on this one. Maybe I'll do like heavy play plus. 17 Tenant Surge. I'm going to say Gym Heroes. Let's say heavy play plus, mod play minus. I guess I'll do like 14. 10 mod play equals 20. Back surface has aggressive wear. Yeah, it's the aggressive. It's just tough. So Rain, you're working on Vulpix and Ninetales sets. That's awesome. Trying to get all the Terrestrial Festival Evolution SARs. Ooh, that's a fun one. Way better to go that route than going for Prismatic. Hunting Akira Agawa cards for my main PC binder. I like that. That's awesome. What's one of the big cards that you're looking for now? I'd be curious to hear about that. Have you gotten the base set, or not the base set, but have you gotten the Charizard from Paldean Fates? And then it looks like floating the idea of trying to collect all the Japanese 151 Master Balls in a tag 10. Ooh, that's actually a really cool idea. I like that. Get to appreciate all of that wonderful art in a beautiful tag slab. All right, I think we're done with the holos from what I can see, but we are going to get into like some of these other cards. This is like, it's like light play. I'll probably try to go through some of these faster. I don't even know what some of these rocket ones go for because I haven't looked at them in forever. I had most of my stuff mastered for rocket way back in 2012 or 2013. Let's just do Dark Magneton. Team Rocket Rare. This would be a light play, and that's 463. So there's some decent value to even like these just non-holo rares. That's sweet. So non-holo rares. Let's put a little background here. Bold it. All right, this is number 28. Dark Magneton. Team Rocket. Light play. What the heck was that? 463. Interesting. Very surprised by that. Very surprised by that. Maybe I will do a separate. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a separate stack for the non-holos. Keep all the holos together. That was a pretty cool, honestly, a pretty good set of holos there. Having a Charizard in there, obviously huge win. The Heracross is sick. Really stoked about the Blaine's Moltres, and really stoked about the Misty's Gyarados. That's awesome too. Love the Heracross Clefable. I think this might actually be a better copy than the current Heracross Clefable I have. I can't remember, but that's nice. Erica's Tangela, first edition, huh? Wow. I don't think I have a first edition of this one. I'd say light play on this for sure. Would have given it near mint, but that edge there is just a little raised. So can't do that. Erica's Tangela. Don't have a Paldean Zard. I'm not the biggest Zard fan. Got a couple in my collection though. You know what you could do, Rain, if you want to have like a complete Akira Agawa binder, you could just get a damaged copy of that Zard, especially if you could find one where it like maybe it just had, I don't know, like the stupidest little piece of damage from a kid handling it or whatever, but it didn't really show in a binder. You may be able to find one of those like a lot cheaper that way. I don't know, just a thought if you're wanting to kind of complete it all. Okay, so see, now we're getting into like, this is only $142, even in first edition. So this is where I got to figure out how deep into these I want to go. You know, Erica's Tangela. Like, I don't want to spend this much time on all of these. So I think, and this is first ed. This one probably is extra not worth anything because no one likes Tangela. So, you know, whereas like Dark Machoke, this one might be worth, I don't know. What is this worth? This would be mod play. This can't be worth that much, right? A mod play Dark Machoke. I don't know. I need to do a few of these just to like get a sense for what these are. Like this one's mod play. It looks like he's got a Dark Machamp here too. This one's going to be worth more since it's the rare. But that one's got a bend. So I got to, you know, I don't know. It's a very light bend. Yeah, well, there's also kind of one there too. See, I tend to just price these as damaged. because I don't like to mess with people being unhappy. And I don't like people to be unhappy with a card that I sell them. Like some people would probably price this as mod play, but I don't like to sell this as mod play and somebody get a bent card, you know? Ah, tricky. Okay, so BGS and PSA, Mickley's saying BGS and PSA have similar grading systems, but tag and CGC is different. So it depends on the card, and I send it to different companies. Nice. I can send in a PSA 8 or 9 to CGC and get a 10. Yeah, Deej is actually making a video on that. He's talking about how like certain cards that are not good PSA 10 candidates can actually be great CGC 10 candidates. I'm curious to see the results he got from that. He sent a whole bunch off to CGC and did like a comparison. So sounds like he's finding what you already know there. So see, light plate Machamp is $4, but then you get to damage and it's like $1.60. Like I don't know. That's just tough. It's tough pricing this kind of stuff. I think I'm probably being too granular, but right now I'm just trying to get a feel for what some of these uncommons and non-holo rares are worth because I just haven't priced them in so long. This is the kind of thing that a vendor would be really good at being able to do quickly, because they see these all the time. You know what I mean? Dark Machoke. What's Dark Machoke going for? See, and Dark Machoke, I think, was actually mod play, if I remember correctly. I would say that's mod play. Just again, I like light play to not have this much wear personally. But even if we priced it light play, it's $247. Mod play is 91 cents. I don't know, maybe a buck. You know, crazy. Dark Machoke. Team Rocket. We'll say mod play plus. Say a buck. Yeah, Team Rocket cards of all. Oh, there is more holo. Whoa, nice. A Meganium. That's fantastic, actually. Surprise. That's super cool. A lot of little holo foil scuffs on the front, like a lot of his cards, but looks pretty decent on the front, I think. What does the back look like? Yeah, I'd actually say this. It's a bend on the corner there. If there wasn't the bend on the corner, I was going to give it light play. It's like a real light bend. I think since it's real light and it's in the corner like that, probably do mod play. Probably will add this one to my own master set, to be honest. I think I have the other Meganium, not this one. There's two Meganiums and two Typhlosions and two Feraligators in the Neo Genesis set. And poor Meganium just doesn't get enough love. Let's be honest. Yeah, I have this Meganium already, which is I like that one a lot. That's my favorite of the two. But what is this? So in mod play, this is $30.94, and in light play, I just don't think I can give it light play. It's $39. They're not crazy difference in price. So yeah, $30.94. I would say mod play. Number 10, Meganium. Neo Genesis mod play and $30.94. That's pretty cool. Some cool holos there. That's pretty nice, actually. Let me organize this here. Okay, so what are you saying here, Mick? You're saying, so I graded a bunch of Rayquaza promo from Sea and Sky with PSA and got a bunch of 10s. The ones I pre-graded and thought wouldn't pass the centering or due to whites on back of the card I sent off to either CGC or Tag, got a bunch of 10s back. Tag seems to have a plint system, where everything is added together, and if the point is, a point system. Yeah. they will assign it a certain score. So if a card is over 40, 55, 45, you can get a 10 as long as the centering isn't crazily bad. Interesting. CGC will give it a 10 even with white spec and centering. Yeah, so CGC 10s, and I'm going to kind of talk about this in my next PSA video, why PSA is dominating, but CGC 10s really used to be 9.5s, and then they changed them to 10. That was about 2 years ago, I think. They had blue label 9.5s and they weren't selling very well. So they changed them to a 10 because everybody psychologically loves to see a 10 on their card. But yeah, CGC 10s are almost always weaker than PSA 10s because yeah, they do allow that whitening. It is interesting to see though, like what Tag's approach is. One thing I like about Tag though is that because you have that report with all those pictures and like everything marked down, it's really easy to get an idea of what you're buying. So you can get a feel for, okay, I bought one that's kind of on the line centering wise. That was the reason. That was the only problem. Or you know what I mean? Like I like that there's okay, dark Arbok completely cooked with a crease running right through the center. Damaged. But how much is this card worth damaged? I honestly have no idea. If I had to guess, I'm going to guess $2. Let's see if I'm right. Dark Arbok, Team Rocket Rare, damaged 162. I was close. I was close. 19 Dark Arbok. Team Rocket, and this is damage, and 162. Yeah, see, like I need to get a better feel for those so I don't have to price all these. This is a nice card, actually. Lieutenant Surge's Eevee in first edition. This is probably actually worth something. This is light play. I almost for a second was hoping it was going to be near mint because the front looked really nice. But yeah, it's light play. Just a little bit too much white for it to be near mint. Like these corners show just a little bit of play and that edge shows a little bit of play. But some people would probably call this near mint. I tend to be more conservative, especially when I'm selling things, you know. But first edition, this might actually be worth something. I think I seem to remember when I was shopping for this card, I was surprised how expensive it is. So Lieutenant Surge's Eevee, if we do light play first edition, wow, 1949. A $20 card. That's crazy. I knew it was going to be worth more. I didn't know it was going to be worth that much more. EV collectors be intense people, that's for sure. So that's actually a big win right there. I guess it depends on what I pay this guy. I'm gonna have to give him an offer. I'll just see what he accepts. You know what I mean? It could be a big win if I can make some decent profit off of it, but it could if I just end up paying like almost full price for him, but with a small subtraction, it may not necessarily be a big win. 1949. Probably could have just given him an offer without doing all of this, but I wanted to make sure I was being fair to him. So Lieutenant Surge's Eevee, though, that's I might almost set that one apart because that's kind of make its own stack for that guy right there. Let's see. Tag report is nice. AGS is doing it as well. Another AI company. Okay, I'd heard about AGS, but I don't have any familiarity with them. Rain says, as much as I love Tag, I wish they would just default include the actual score out of 1,000 on the slab rather than paywalling that feature. I agree. I also realized after I made my last video that they paywall the feature to tell you its ranking. So I was saying that like Tag tells you if it's a strong 9 or a weak 10 kind of thing. But technically that's only if you pay for that feature, which is kind of a bummer. Porygon 2, man. This is awesome. I love Porygon. I didn't love Porygon as a kid, but like as I've gotten older, I love the Porygon line Porygon Z is my favorite of the three. I don't know. I do like just classic Porygon as well, but this is a cool card, and it's actually in pretty nice condition. Again, I think just because of the whitening there on the edges, I on all four, especially like that, I would give it light play. Otherwise, I would give this near mint. Kind of a light play plus, maybe. But that's a cool card. That's really cool. Definitely not one that I don't have that one. That's for sure. Porygon 2. Aquapolis. I freaking love Aquapolis, man. Such a good set. Okay, so light play 467. Yeah, nice. It's number 28. Porygon 2. Aquapolis. I had no idea there was going to be Aquapolis in here. That's pretty freaking sick. I'm not going to lie. 467. I just love these old sets, guys. I really do. They're just, I don't know, man. So much nostalgia dripping off these things. Porygon confuses you. I know. I think it's kind of meme-ish a little bit, which is kind of part of why I like it. Like it's just, oh, look at this white light wiggly tough. Dude, I literally for a second was like, is this a Kimura art? Because it looks like her. And sure enough, it is. Naoyo Kimura crushed this one. Kimura, excuse me, crushed this one. Absolutely beautiful. I just love her colored pencil style. Maybe it's watercolor. I think it's, I don't know exactly how she does it, but I just love that style. It's so beautiful. This is a really nice card. This card is actually near mint, surprisingly. But yeah, this is totally near mint. Beautiful card. Beautiful, beautiful card. That's a big win right there. I actually do need that for my Neo, oops, wrong tab. Neo Revelation, or not Neo Revelation, Neo Destiny. Light, wiggly, tough. I swear half the time I want to say Destiny, I accidentally say Revelation. And I'm like, that's not what I meant. All right. Let's go near mint for this one. 709. Wow, nice. That's a uncommon. That's crazy. So number 54. This is going to be light, wiggly, tough. Neo Destiny. I think Neo Destiny is always pretty expensive though, because I think by that time most people were out of the hobby and the printing was just declining. You know, it's just not as many cards printed during that era. But hey, speaking of Porygon, let's go. Let's go. I do love Porygon. So cool. And this one's fantastic. Yamashita did a great job with this one. Another colored pencil kind of style art. I love it. It's beautiful. This card's in pretty good shape too. I would actually say, yeah, I would say this one's near mint for sure. Easily near mint. Beautiful card. Beautiful, beautiful card. Is this another Aquapolis? This has got to be Aquapolis, right? I don't think they would split Porygon and Porygon 2 across two different sets, but I could be wrong. Yep, Aquapolis. And it's a common. But hey, because it's near mint and it's from a rare set, 424. 424. Does that say? What the heck does that say? Does that say 103A? What the heck? I didn't realize they had like A and B numbers for the e-reader series. That's crazy. I'll move these over so you guys can actually see them in the stack. That's pretty wild. Porygon. This is Aquapolis. Near mint. And I already forgot the price. 424. 424. That's cool. These are fun. Alt art. So A means alt art. So like they had probably two arts. I was thinking they'd have like A and B, but maybe you're right. Maybe it's 103 and then 103A. You know what? Let's look at this real quick. I'm curious now. Now you got me curious. Pokelector. I don't know what I'd do without this website, by the way. Okay, Quapolis. It was 103. So, okay. That's interesting, though. There's only 103. Wait a minute. Maybe it's because of the. Oh, there's a B. What? Okay, hold on. Does this one say B and not A? This says A. What's the difference? 21 and 21A. The picture looks identical unless Pokelector's wrong. Maybe let's try this. Porygon Aquapolis 103A. Let's see if they've got. So B, what's the difference between these two? The print numbered 103A has ID C32A. The print numbered 103 has ID C132B. The short strip on both print contains Pokedex information. What the heck? So the only difference is these IDs basically that pulls up something different when you scan it in with the e-reader, I think. This is crazy. I'm learning new stuff today, guys. I did not know about this A versus B thing. How did I not know about this? Yeah, so it's A contains a mini game accessible via the Pokemon e-reader. B contains a secret attack. What? That's so cool. Are you kidding me? Okay, Pokemon. Well done. Well done. That's pretty dope. I had no idea about that. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. That's cool. Guardians Rising, there's a 21 and 21A for Vulpix. Nice. That's pretty cool. So you got to collect both variants then, right, Rain? Dark Kadabra, first edition. That's actually got to be worth a little something. This is, I would say, light play. I don't know what these Team Rocket first editions are going for, but I'm going to guess $4 maybe. I keep going, clicking the wrong tab. Dark Kadabra. We'll say light play, and printing is first edition. 248. See, I was off there. So it's like, this is getting more into like closer to bulk territory. You know what I mean? 39. Dark Kadabra, if I can spell. Team Rocket, light play, 248. I really got to work on my memory. WTF, lol. Were you saying WTF too? Hey, McLee, thanks for stopping by, man. Seriously, there was never meant to be any pressure. I appreciate you saying hello. I'm just kind of hanging out. Enjoy your NFL time. Are you so Adiz is watching a Broncos game, or who are you rooting for today? Who's your team? Who are you following? Dark Hypno Light Play. First edition, by the way. Dark Hypno Light Play. First edition. That's a hollow. Wrong one. Wow. This card's 880 in light play first edition. Dang. That's crazy. All right. I guess this one needs to go in the more fancy stack. 26 Dark Hypno first edition. Team Rocket light play 887, I think. 880. Yeah, my Vulpix collection is at 93.3% done. Only 7 cards left to that. Oh, yeah, to the 103 AB thing. Yeah, right. Isn't that crazy? That is just so wild. Congratulations, by the way, on only being 7 cards away from having your entire Vulpix collection done. That's got to feel absolutely amazing. Ah, look at these beautiful gym cards. This is just making me so happy right now. So fun pulling these out. Light play on the first edition Misty's Star U. These are cool, man. Cool, just cool cards. You know, I'll probably end up having to split this amongst multiple days because there's just a lot here. Light play first edition 157. See, and that's where it's like that card's not worth much. Probably because it's a common. That's why. So okay, so I wonder now. I'm gonna write that down as number. What is that? Number 90. Misty's Star U. Gym Heroes, and it would be probably worth more if it was Gym Challenge, to be perfectly honest. Light play, and I forgot the first edition. And then what did I say the price was? 157. So I think I might want to actually, what I should have been probably doing on all of this is adding the rarity, because I think that might help me price. Obviously, these are all just holo rares, but that doesn't, except for the promos, which are promo and promo. But this stuff, this would be rare. Promo. Magneton would be a rare. Tangela. This is where I got. This is testing my knowledge of these. I think Tangela is uncommon. Is that right? Tangela. Common. I was wrong. It's a common. That's why it's worth so little. And then Dark Machamp is probably an uncommon, I would guess. Yeah, uncommon. This is going to help me price them faster, I think, as I start to get a feel for the different rarity tiers pricing. Dark Machamp, though, I think we figured out was actually worth. Oh, I got these backwards. This guy would have been worth more if he wasn't damaged. Oops. I got my freaking stuff all here in the way. Dark Arbok is definitely rare. Tenant Surge's Eevee, I think, is actually common. I think it's uncommon. Uncommon. Porygon 2 is rare. Okay, that's a rare. Nice. Light Wigglytuff. That might actually be a rare. Light Wigglytuff. Nope, it's an uncommon. Porygon's got to be common, right? Yep, common. Dark Kadabra is uncommon. Dark Hypno, rare, and Misty Staryu is common. Yeah, so that'll help me, because if I start to see it's like first edition Gym Heroes common, it's like, okay, it's probably going to be about the same price. Good stream idea. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I didn't. It could be boring for a lot of people, but I thought it was kind of fun for me, it's fun to explore, a collection and kind of see what things are actually priced at. And I thought maybe other people would be interested. It also seemed like just a fun time just to be like, hey, if anybody's not doing anything, wants to hang out, we can hang out together and chat. A little bit of weird like spotting on the back of that there. I'm going to say near mint. Do you have this one, Rain? I'm guessing you probably already have the Blaine's Vulpix first edition, I would guess. This is a cool card. Really cool card. Blaine's Vulpix. Light Play first edition, $256, a pretty cheap one. Gym Challenge. And this is a common and light play. And what did I say? 256? I keep forgetting to put the first ed on there. You do have it. Yeah. I mean, I would have been kind of surprised if you didn't have this one already. It's a cool card. I like it. Like the fireballs in the background are kind of interesting, but it's a really nice Sugimori illustration of Vulpix. One thing I like about Sugimori is you can tell his art right off the bat. Like he has a particular style that just, but see, like Arita, man, I do love Arita's stuff. Like, look at this. So good. So good. Ooh. I thought we were maybe done with the hollows, but apparently not. It's really unfortunate how cooked this card is. I actually need this one for my master set. I was going to buy a nicer copy, but for now I may just roll with this cooked one and then maybe eventually sell it. But of course, I still have to buy these from my coworker, so we'll have to see if he wants to sell them for what I'm offering. But this one's definitely heavy play, unfortunately, but still a nice card. This card just combined with these two cards side by side, man. I just love it. I love that this is a throwback to this card. Man, Destined Rivals is just such a good set. Such a good set. You're missing some dumb stuff. I need to order from Europe. A McDonald's promo, some world champion deck cards, the 50 HP corrected print. Wow, dang. That's all for Vulpix, or is that I'm trying to remember McDonald's promo for I'm showing off way too much stuff right here. Let's see. McDonald's Vulpix. Is this an old Japanese one? Oh, no, this is an English one. Okay, 2015. Wow, that's a pretty card. Or are you talking about this one? Because this card is freaking sick. Wow. That's awesome. I love like that it's like a herd of Vulpix. This is super cute. I didn't even know about this card. Dang, I want this card. Now you got me wanting this card, Rain. This is cool. This is super cool. Is this the one that you've got? That's awesome. That's way cool. Okay. The English one. Okay, so the other you're probably talking about this one then. That's a really cute card though. Super cute. Do you already have this Japanese one then? The Japanese promo one? I'd love to hear about that. That's cool. Giovanni's Nidoking. Giovanni's Nidoking. Cracks me up how like tight the lettering is on this. Like they had to like make it super narrow to get it to fit. Okay, here we go. Not first edition. Heavy played. 2442. Okay. I think that's fair. So 7 Giovanni's Nidoking Gym Challenge. Hollow. And then this is going to be heavy play 2442. I believe is what I said. Yes, 2442. That's cool. I keep finding all kinds of fun little finds in this stack that he's got here for me. Once I'm done the English, I'm starting the Japanese. Oh, okay. So you're doing just an English set. I gotcha. And then you're going to do a Japanese set. This poor Dark Quilava is absolutely cooked from Neo Discovery, which is just, or Neo Destiny, excuse me, which is really sad because such a cool card. But yeah, this guy's cooked hard. He's heavy play, for sure. Unfortunately, Dark Quilava. What are you going for, Dark Quilava? Can't be that much in heavy played. Yeah, I see a buck. So that gives me an idea. Gives me an idea for these future ones that are like Neo Rev. So 39, Dark Quilava, Neo, or not Neo Rev, but Neo Destiny. And then this is going to be an uncommon and heavy play. Adala. Hey, base set Charmander. I don't think I'd put this one in this stack at all. I'm gonna check these just because I'm curious, but I'm gonna guess these are like, I don't know, 50-cent cards maybe, unless they've really increased a lot. Base set. We'll do. Is this light play? This one's actually kind of got some weird like binder dings that actually make it damaged technically. But I'm curious what light play. See, light plays 60 cents. You know what I mean? Damaged is 38 cents. Charmeleon is. I should have typed base. It would have made it easier to find. So Charmeleon in light play is 60 cents. Yeah. So a lot of these cards are going to be like a bulk pricing that I'll do. How do I want to do this? I gotta figure out something real quick. Make a little stack over there of the stuff that's just not really worth pricing out. These ones might be the gym, but I still think, being that this is a common and this one is also, yeah, like this one's cooked, man. Look at that. He's seriously heavy play. That's crazy. This one's more like light play. Yeah, this one's like light play. But I don't remember. I actually bought a bunch of these recently, but I used like a cart optimization and I used my video. I made a video on doing the TCG player mass entry, and I used that to buy a lot of these. So it's not like I necessarily remember what each card's worth. Yeah, so light play $1.27, and that's yeah. I don't know how to price some of this stuff. Like, I kind of almost think some of these I should just like put in a stack and just count them up and say, they're all worth roughly this many a piece. $1.27. Yeah, I'll put it down here for data for a second. Blaine's Charmander, Gym Heroes. It's a common. It's light play, and it's $1.27. Whereas this other Blaine's Charmander, though, this one's really cooked. This one from Challenge is probably not worth anything. Yeah, see, 98 cents. I'm surprised it's still worth something. Interesting. Okay. That's quite fascinating, actually. Very, very interesting. Blaine's Charmeleon. This one's pretty nice. I actually think yeah, see, this has got one of them binder bends up here or something. Oh, that's tough because the binder bends always make me a little wary to like sell them as light play, because I don't want, like, I would have said this was light play before that, but it does even show through the front a little bit. So kind of tricky. Charmeleon. I'd probably say it mod play because of that little binder ding or that kind of bend ding in it. $1.68, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. 31 Blaine's Charmeleon. Gym challenge. This is going to be. What is this? This is having a brain freeze for a second. Sorry. Mod play. Mod play. And this is $1.68. $1.68. So I'm going to put notes here. Slight binder ding makes this MP. I'm getting kind of tired. I may have to call it here soon. Okay, so we got stuff like Blaine's Ponita, and this is again where I don't think I'm going to go through all of these. I'm just going to start bulk pricing them. So this is, let's just start doing that. So this is going to be a light play Gym Hero common. Dark Rapidash. See, there's a ding right there. So I got to put this one as damaged, unfortunately. Dark Rapidash damaged. I'm going through more sleeves than than normal, that's for sure. Man, I wish that I had gotten this collection from him before I bought all those. I bought a lot of commons, uncommons, and rares. So there's a damage right there. For my Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge sets, it would have been nice just to get these first. Then I could have figured out what else I need. Misty's Horsey. This one. Okay, this one's actually nice. This one actually looks. If there wasn't a little gunk there, it would be. I guess I could still probably say near mint. We'll say near mint. Okay, so that'll be near mint. What did I say this one was? Did I say light play for this one? Yeah, this is definitely light play. Okay, I'm just like making a little stack over here to the side. Blaine's Growlithe. There's like a indentation right there, I think. Maybe it's kind of hard to see. A little bump up at the top there. Oh yeah, big old crease on the back. So damaged. Poor little Growlithe got damaged. Okay, more e-readers. Let's go. Horsey. Nice. What the heck is going I took the time to actually like look at the artwork. Horsey's like sitting here like squishing Shelter. Like oh, binder ding. That's so sad. Right there. Binder ding. Probably that probably makes it light play, I guess. I don't know. When it's that small, probably make it light play. I think. Always a little hard with that kind of stuff. It's like I don't want to market damage necessarily for something small like that. Definitely is like phenomenal binder copy. Aquapolis. Let's do light play and see what that is. $0. $2.19, it looks like. Oh, I can't read the number. 84. Horsey. Aquapolis. Common. And light play. 204. Is that what I said? 204? What the heck did I say? 219. I'm losing my mind. Losing my mind. I'm doing it fast. Freebie. Haha. Yeah, that's a pretty sweet. It's a pretty sweet card, actually. Okay, Misty's Tentacool. I think this is such a cool card. Like, first of all, I don't think I ever realized until this card Well, is that true? I think the anime showed Tentacool being pretty large, if I remember correctly. But like, look how tiny Misty is compared to Tentacool. So cool though that she's like swimming with her Tentacool. Ooh. You got like some bumps there. I don't know. I'm gonna say mod play. These cheaper cards too are especially not worth having a pissed off buyer that's like annoyed with how you condition them, you know? Oh, nice. Look at this tentacle. This has got to be Aquapolis again. It's got to be. These Aquapolis ones, I'm like very impressed. They're very nice. This one I'd say easily near mint, which is great. Yeah, it's got like your factory white corner specs, but it doesn't show where. It's definitely near mint. Really nice. Really nice. Tentacool. Let's see what you're going for, buddy. Tentacool. The Aquapolis one. It's a really cool card. Really cool. Light play $1.21. So although the lowest list is 2, but well, it's kind of just that's actually not true because the lowest list is $1, but we'll say $1.21. I'm gonna price all the e-readers just even if they are cheap, just because it's like you never know really which ones have popped off. And I think this is a common. I'm kind of getting the sense that the commons are all pretty cheap on these. Near mint and oh, maybe I was on near mint. Yeah, I was on light play. That's the problem. Near mint, $1.52. Still not worth much, unfortunately. Oh, I don't know if you've ever, yeah, I have never seen this. I don't think I've ever seen this one either, Rain. I think maybe I've like seen it in passing, but I don't think I've ever like stopped to look at it. Does that make sense? Like I've like kind of browsed through the Aquapolis set, but never like stopped and really focused on that one. It's actually a very pretty card. Really pretty card, actually. And I think there's a reverse holo for this. I'm pretty sure. Misty's Poliwag. What a nice little Poliwag. That one's near mint. That's nice. Misty's Poliwag. Another Misty's Poliwag, this time from Gym Heroes instead of Gym Challenge. Light play, I'd say. I'm just making stacks of these in their conditions, and then I'll just kind of go through and count them up. There's a rare Misty's Poliwrath. It's really a bummer too. I think I bought this one recently, and I would have been nice just to put this one in my collection. So this one, I'm gonna say mod play. There's just enough stuff going on down here. It's like mod play plus, basically. What did I say? Blaine's Magmar. This one's cooked. Super cooked. Super cooked. Heavy play. Oh my gosh, Rain. The next card you are going to absolutely love. Here, let me make a little space here. My stack is getting compressed. Look at this beauty. Wow, that is such a nice card. That's beautiful. Tiny little top ding there, right there. Little bit of corner edge wear. I'd say light play. It's very, very cool. It's like light play plus, like super high end light play. Maybe near mint minus. We'll see what the prices are here. That's a cool card though. It's a nice Ninetales. I'm guessing you probably have that one. By the way, Rain, absolutely no pressure to stick around. I just don't want you to feel that way. I appreciate hanging out with you, but you definitely don't have to feel like you need to stay. The hollow Ninetales would be really sick to own. Where is the non? Okay, let's see. Is this Aquapolis? It's got to be Aquapolis, right? Here we go. All right, so near mint's 1943. Light play is 1191. That's tough. All right, I'm again. Uh, yeah, it is a light play card. I just looked at it carefully. There's some wear on it for sure. So I'll give him a little bit more for it though. Like, we'll just say $13. Give him an extra buck. 25 Nine Tails Aquapolis rare light play $13. You need that? You need this card? It's such a good one. Such a good one. Oh man, I don't know. This is another one you're gonna need, probably. Do you have this Vulpix? Keiko Fukuyama. This is a beautiful Vulpix. Beautiful Vulpix. These e-readers are so fun. So fun. This one is light play. There's a little white wear on the bottom edge, but nothing too bad. That's a beautiful Vulpix. I'm like tempted to sell it to you, but at the same time, like I kind of really want it for my own set. I like eventually would like to get to the e-readers. I don't know if it's going to happen anytime soon, to be honest. It's just I've got so much to collect with Jim and Neo. But eventually I would like to start collecting more of the e-readers. Condition light play 441. Near mint is 780. I'll say like we'll say $6 because it's kind of like a nicer light play. Vulpix, Aquapolis. This is a common, and this would be like light play plus. And we'll say $6. You got this Vulpix one recently? Nice. It's a beautiful card, honestly. Both of these are really nice. Really nice. Cool cards. I love seeing these e-readers. So fun. So fun. Kingdra. Whoa. What a cool Kingdra. I've seen the Crystal Kingdra, but I don't think I've ever noticed this one from Aquapolis. I'll tell you what, I really do like Atsuko Nishida's art. Let's see if I can get that to focus. They do some really, really nice cards. A lot of really nice vintage cards. Light play Kingdra, beautiful. It's really nice that these e-readers all seem to be in like the light play to near mint category, which is pretty great. You can tell that he was older when he collected these. Yeah, so there's a holo apparently for this one, which is pretty dope. That card's worth a lot of money. The non-holo, where are you? The non-holo, here we go. Near mint is $7. Light play is $4. It is a nicer light play. I usually don't like to sell near mint where there's like a bunch of specks on an edge and there's a bunch of specks on these edges. I think it's light play. I'm gonna put light play pricing. $3.94. Kingdra. Is that a rare? Oh, that is a rare. Wow, nice. Light play $4.94. Was that right? Or $3.90? $3.94. $3.94. That's cool. Cool cards. Oh, Seadra. This is a cool Seadra. This one kind of goes hard. This one is also light play, kind of towards the bottom end of light play, honestly, but maybe not bottom end, middle end, mid range, we'll say. Seadra. All right, let's go to Seadra Aquapolis. Light play $1.56. Aquapolis. This is an uncommon. Yeah, that's cool. What do we have so far? I wonder, just price wise. It's gonna add some 513. I wonder if that's counting base set Charizard. It's definitely not. Wow, that's adding up a lot, isn't it? Well, maybe it is. It's got to be adding the Charizard, right? It's got to be because these are 286. Well, let's see. What would that be? That would be 286, 3, 400. I'm just gonna make I'll say 292 on this one. So this is wow, $700. Yeah, there is a decent amount of Aquapolis. He must have opened a few packs. The interesting thing though is I don't think I've seen any hollows. So maybe he never got lucky and got an Aquapolis, like I got a pack with a hollow. It looks like it's all been non-hollows. Yeah, I don't see any e-reader hollows so far, which is kind of a bummer, But hey, I still get excited about all these old cards, honestly. Like even the commons, uncommons, and rares just make me happy. Okay, so this guy's a light play. Well, yeah, light play. I don't think this is really worth putting in this box. I'm not sure why he put this one in there. The Poliwag, base set 2 Poliwhirl. Those just can go. Let's stick those other over in another stack there to just kind of price his bulk, basically. Misty's Seal. This one really. Whoa! Look at that. That's like a crimping error at the top. This is one of those cards that got stuck in the crimping machine when they closed the pack. That's actually really cool. It's basically an error card, I guess. Probably somebody would value this for the error card aspect. I kind of want to mark this one. Let's see. Crimp error. Sorry, that's probably annoying. I need to stop doing that. Oh, by the way, Rain, check this out. I picked up some cool cards recently. These are not from his collection. These are just cards I picked up. Picked up a Brock's Ninetales, and this is actually a really nice near mint copy. The holo foil was super, super clean, which is pretty awesome. Pick up the Kabutops from Neo Discovery. I really like this Team Rocket Returns Dark Marowak. So cool. And then Misty for my Gym Heroes set. And it's hard to see, but there's a swirl right there, and I can't get the lighting right. But basically, there's a swirl right in this spot. So kind of cool. Kind of nifty. All right. Oh, look at this cute little seal. Look how fat he is. Fat and sassy. Light play. Light play. Then we got a pretty cooked Misty Psyduck, kind of dirty, heavy play. This one's pretty nice. The Sabrina's. Oh no, it's got a big old bend in it. What I really meant by nice is not the card's nice, but that the card is. I enjoy this card in general, but yeah, this guy's in bad shape. This is damaged for sure. Look at that spot right there. I would actually be surprised if this is really worth anything when it's damaged like this. I'm just going to put it over in another pile there to do bulk. Yeah, see, this one's like really gnarly too. But this Sabrina's Golduck looks promising, actually. I like Golduck. Such a cool card. Light play, I'd say, for sure. This is a good collection, man. He's got a really fun collection in here. Okay, I don't think this is worth anything, but I am really curious though. There's a lot of people that are like diehard Squirtle fans. So I am actually just curious what normal, this is base set too, but what does a normal base set Squirtle go for? Okay. Let's see. If the condition were light played, a buck 22. That's surprising, man. Now this one is probably, yeah, probably light play. Obviously this is base set too, which is going to be worse. It's going to be worth less. Yeah, 65 cents. But it is just kind of fun to see what they might be worth. Base set War Turtle. I'm not going to price that one separate. Ah, love this Magikarp. It's such a goofy, such a goofy Magikarp, dude. I guess this is light play. It's like, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna say mod play. It's such a cheap card anyway that. The Marowak, isn't that Marowak sweet? It's so cool. So, little spoiler that only you're going to know about, and anybody that happens to listen back to this, which will be basically nobody. I actually had a really cool idea with a friend at my card shop. I've shouted him out before, the Sleeping Gloom, and he and I had this idea to make a Pokemon Noir set, which is actually, I think, a pretty cool idea. And that Marowak I actually bought recently, thinking, yeah, this definitely needs to be in the Noir set. So that's something I'm going to probably slowly work on. And then eventually I'd like to do a custom uh, laser engraved binder for it too, like black laser engraving, obviously on black binder. And then create like my own custom set basically. And yeah, maybe put the custom set on like a website or something if people want to do it and sell the binder. But it's really more just for my own fun and enjoyment, frankly. And then it'll just be something if people want to collect that. Hey, I'll sell you a binder if you want. I can laser engrave you a binder if you want. That's kind of a thought that I'm having. I'd like to pursue. Hopefully, I actually get that done. So Sabrina's Ghastly. This one's looking good. Light play, I'd say. Another Sabrina's. What qualifies as noir? That is a great question. So I've been thinking about this a lot. Oh, there we go. There's a little bump right there. A little bend. So this will be damaged. I was thinking about this a lot. I think what I was going to do is create one big, huge set and then go through it and decide how much I want to include. Because it could just be like noir. Technically, I think if you just look up like its definition and you look up like its implications, it's basically just that it's dark. But I think most of the time when people think noir, they think like dark city nighttime kind of stuff, like think Batman or gargoyles, or I don't know if you watched the Into the Spider-Verse movie that came out recently, the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. But there was like the Spider-Man Noir, and he was like black and white, and he was like dressed, he was like talked like all low and everything. Like, so I think of like a great example, I feel like, for a noir set, or excuse me, for a card that would go in the noir category would be this one. Umbreon Darkrai. This bad boy right here. Like, this feels very noir to me, like the dark city in the background with the lights and like dark Pokemon. Another one would be like the Noivern V. Oops, apparently I can't spell that. Did I spell that right? Noivern. Right here. This just screams noir to me, and it's like feels like the old Gargoyles movie that I watched as a kid, or not movie, but show, excuse me. So like stuff like that, right? And there's a lot of actually uncommons, commons, and rares even that have like some darker feel to them. Um, that kind of dark city kind of vibe. And I was debating like to maybe allow certain cards that weren't even city to still be. Oh yeah, I just barely realized you can't even see the freaking card. Sorry. Um, Gosh dang it. Can I open this up? Yeah, there we go. So the Noivern V and then the Umbreon Darkrai. This guy right here. Yes, the new Mega Absol would be perfect for that Noir set. It would fit. Oh, that's a great point. I remember seeing that one as well and being like, yes, that has to be in the Noir set for sure. Definitely a Noir card. 100%. This is like quintessential Noir to me. So the question then just becomes like, how far do you let it extend? Because I don't think every card is just going to be like a Pokemon with buildings in the background or a Pokemon on the top of a building. Some of them might be like alleyways or like dark rooms. Like a lot of the Team Rocket stuff from Destined Rivals, actually, I think is pretty noir. Like for instance, even this Team Rocket's Houndoom that I showed recently, this kind of feels like it could potentially nod towards noir, but there was some in here that felt like this Drowsy, I think could qualify for sure. Or what was some other ones? I feel like there was some other ones in here that I was noticing. I honestly, I'd be tempted, I think, to put something like this in just because of like the dark shading, even though it's not in the city. So that's where it's like, I don't know where I want to draw the line. And that's why I was thinking about kind of putting them all in one big set together and then narrowing it down from there, if that makes sense. Where certain cards feel like they're maybe on the edge of noir and others feel like they fit very cleanly in that style. Um, but yeah, you kind of get the idea, I think, from what I'm saying. Uh, anyway, hopefully that makes sense. The Umbreon in the alley with the hunters behind. Oh, absolutely. I totally agree. The Umbreon V from Evolving Skies, which by the way, I've always liked that Umbreon V from Evolving better than the Umbreon V Max, if I'm honest. Like, I just think it's a better card. It's more like, I don't know. I'm not saying the Umbreon VMAX isn't a great card. It is, but I've always personally preferred the Umbreon V with like the Pinsir and the other Pokemon all down at the bottom of the alley. And Umbreon's just like looking down on them like, yeah, what? You can't touch this, kind of thing. Dark Dragonair. This one is damaged. Yeah, you agree too. Yeah, I just think it's a better card for sure. But Dark Persian. I know it's gotten so expensive now. And that is the thing about the Noir set is it could end up being very expensive to complete. Because like a lot of those really cool cards that would go in it have all popped off, which is a bummer. But yeah, most of this is like gym stuff. It's really too bad, man. I bought so many gym cards recently, and I actually was going to make a video, probably do like a live stream where I'm putting them in my binder and we're just hanging out. And so many of these I could have just gotten from him, but I didn't know at the time that this was going to show up, So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? This one's more mod play. Let's see. How long have I been going now? 2 hours. Dang. I may call it soon, honestly, and probably continue this another day. And I don't know if I'll live stream the rest or not. You know what? Here, let me do something real quick because there's a pretty good size stack here left. I want to look just briefly and see what we're dealing with here. There are some more e-readers. Maybe I'll just pick the e-readers out and go through those right now and then do the rest of these on my own, because the rest of these are kind of, a lot of these look like they're just going to be Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge stuff, which I'm going to end up probably showing everyone as I go. Man, that's too bad. He had so many Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge that I needed. And now I'm going to have like multiple copies of these. Yeah, I probably would have saved myself some money if I had waited, but I didn't know. I took advantage of that TCG player sale, where you basically get like 15%. Oh, here's a Noir card, by the way. Boom. Look at that. Dark Electrode, 100% has to be in the Noir set right there. But yeah, some of these are pretty cool, pretty dope. Oh, is that what? That's cool. For a second, I thought it was maybe a holo, but no, it's not. It's just pretty cool. And then he's got a lot of trainers in the back here too for e-readers, which is cool. Dang, some first edition gym. I should be doing this. What am I doing? Why am I not showing this on screen? Sorry. I'm not very good at this live streaming thing. I got to get better. Lots of trainers there. Yeah, see, even some of these that look at that first edition. Some of these I bought recently. It's so sad. Koga's Muck. That's a rare. I'm kind of setting aside the Pokemon e-readers. More Horsies. Dang, he had a pretty sick collection. He had a much better collection than my childhood collection, that's for sure. Hey, Vishwanks, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. I'm basically just going through a coworker's collection, pricing it out, just kind of conditioning it and everything, and trying to figure out what I'm going to offer him for it, or if I'm even going to buy all of it, to be honest. There's been some pretty cool stuff here. These were like the big highlights. There was some pretty sweet holos in here that we went through, including that's a really nice one, the Misty's Gyarados, including the big bad, I love that, Blaine's Moltres, the big bad Charizard base set holo. Blastoise in there too. So pretty cool collection of his that I'm going through. There's been some e-readers in here too, which is pretty awesome. A lot of the cards were more played. Some of them completely cooked, to be honest, but some nice gems in there too, though. So pretty fun to see what all's in there. But yeah, thanks for swinging in and staying high. Looks like they may have actually jumped, but okay. Let's see. I think, oh, look at that Onyx Rain. That is so cool. So cool. That is an incredible card. Nidoking's really nice. Cubone. Oh, these are so awesome. Bayleaf. I love Aquapolis. It's such a good set. That Houndour. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to probably end it here because I've been going for a couple hours. My voice is like wearing out. But thanks, Rain, for jumping in here and watching. Anybody else that watches later, I appreciate it. This was kind of fun. Super low key, just to hang out, just to go through this. I think it's fun to go through these old collections and see what's in there. You never know what you might find. But thanks for swinging by. Anybody that came in, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And we'll see you later, Rain. You have a good Saturday.